We've left the best for last, the colleges from our northern region. As well as we're going to hear from ontariocolleges.ca in a few moments as well. We're going to begin with Cambrian College. Sarah Babe hails from Cambrian and is here to talk about the 15% graduate tuition rebate and your learning account at Cambrian.
Yes, so we have two incentive programs that are unique to all the Ontario colleges. The first one is called our learning account. So the best way to describe it is it's pretty much like Canadian Tire money for Cambrian. So if you come for a tour, or if you come to our open house, or I do a presentation at your school, you can earn dollars into your learning account. The maximum is $5,000, and that money can be applied towards your tuition or books, parking pass, or anything Cambrian related. So all you have to be is a full-time student. So a 4-year-old student who goes to JK full-time is a full-time student. They can start earning those dollars. The other incentive program that we have is our 15% graduate tuition rebate. So on top of the 30% that you can receive from the government upon graduation, Cambrian is offering an additional 15% on top of that. So students have the potential to get cash back when they do graduate. There are some stipulations. They have to confirm their offer by May the 1st. They have to complete their program in the allotted time. So if it's a 2-year program, it has to be within those 2 years. But it is cash in their pocket when they graduate. So just a little bit about Cambrian. We are located in beautiful Sudbury, Ontario, a short 4-hour drive down the 400 that I will be doing after this. We are the largest college in the north. We have about 4,500 full-time students and just over 9,000 part-time students. And we do have over 80 full-time programs that we offer. Class sizes are pretty comparable to a high school. Average class size at Cambrian is about 22 students, so they're not going to feel overwhelmed. They will get that one-on-one attention from their teacher. We have a placement or co-op or apprenticeship for all of our 80 programs, so students will be able to put something on their resume when they graduate. And we have a couple of new programs that are listed in the dialogue book. So the first program is International Business Management, and that is a post-grad certificate program that we are offering. And we also have Art and Design Studio, which is a 2-year diploma program, and they will both be offered this fall. We have a program flow change for our electrical program. So it is a 3-year electrical advanced diploma program. The first year, the students do a common electrical techniques. Everybody does the same program. And then in the second year, they can continue on with electrical technician, or they can get into instrumentation or wind turbine. And then in the third year, they can continue on if they want to with electrical technology, or they can take the energy systems. So it's just giving them a couple of different avenues to specialize in whatever they'd like to do. We also are very proud to have a partnership with Sheridan College. We offer Sheridan's 3-year animation program. So it is an advanced diploma. It is offered at Cambrian College. It is the same curriculum that Sheridan offers here, but we do not have a wait list. So if you have students who are interested in taking Sheridan College's 3-year animation program, send them to us. We do not have a wait list. And the last thing I wanted to mention is Cambrian College is the only college in the province to have a registered second-class power plant on campus. So what that means is when students start off, they start off usually in the 4th class. Then they move up to 3rd class, and we are the only college in the province to offer them the registered second class. So students will get a job better than the 3rd class students who are taking it at another college. So we are very proud to offer that. And if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer them afterwards. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Ryan Druin is from Canadore, and you're going to talk about the wellness dog that lives there.
Yeah, we do actually have a wellness dog that lives in our residence with our students too as well. So obviously mental health has become a big issue in society. It's become a big issue with the demographic of students that are coming to post-secondary. And one of the big challenges students face, especially moving away from home, is leaving their family pets, along with their family members too as well. So we actually have adopted a dog by the name of Niji. So it is a trained mental health and wellness dog. I believe we're the first college or university in Canada to have a mental health and wellness dog live on residence too as well. So that's something unique that we offer for our students. In addition to that, with our residents, because most of the students that would be choosing to come to Canadore College in beautiful North Bay, they would have to live in our residence. We are set to open a new residence in fall 2014, so next year. that's going to accommodate an additional over 200 beds and 200 spots for our students that choose to come to Canadore College too as well. So we're really excited about that. A few more things about Canadore College. As I mentioned, we are located in North Bay. We have 3 campuses in North Bay. We have our College Drive campus, which is a unique situation because we actually share that campus with Nipissing University. So that's our largest campus where most of our programs are offered out of. That's where all of our health sciences programs are offered out of there. Our business programs, our media arts programs are offered there too as well. And we actually have a brand new integrated media hub where all of our media arts students can work collaboratively on projects, very much so mirroring what it's like when they go out in industry too as well, which is something we're pretty excited about. The second campus I want to talk about quickly is our Skilled Trades campus, which is actually our Commerce Court campus. And that's located in a skilled trades industrial setting of North Bay too as well. So it's really great for our students to be surrounded by potential employers, whether they're going into welding, building, construction. They can see those potential employers while they're still going to school too as well. It's also home to where our Police Foundations programs, as well as our community justice programs are out of that campus too as well. Our final campus in North Bay is the campus we're probably most well known for nationally as well as internationally, and that's our aviation campus. It's located right on the runway of Jack Garland Airport in North Bay, right next to Canadian Forces Base. We have great partnerships with the military there for any of our aviation programs, and that's one of the new programs that we're about to launch too as well. We've partnered with ING Robotics Aviation, and we're going to be launching a 10-week unmanned aircraft systems program. So we're going to be teaching students how to pilot drones. So it's been very popular in use of military, but we're seeing it in Northern Ontario where it's becoming more and more popular for surveying for potential mining sites too as well. So that's a new program we're offering. We've also just launched a occupational therapist assistant, physiotherapist assistant program, and that's full and waitlisted for this fall too as well, so we're excited about that. A couple more quick changes that we have. Our personal support worker program has moved from a January intake to a September intake, so it will be more in line with the direct entry level students that are coming for those programs too as well, so it'll fit in really well with those students. Running out of time, but a couple more quick things. Just want to thank everybody who stuck around for our presentation today. I guess we'll call you the studio audience. So thank you very much, and I'll be around if you guys do have any other questions.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Our next panelist is Jarrett Dix from Northern to talk about, let's face it, highly competitive field out here with colleges, but one of the things that we need to all realize is that every college has its hidden gems, and you're here to talk about yours in particular.
Yes. Thank you for staying around today because you're going to get some great knowledge that the other guidance counselors are going to miss out on. So some of our hidden gems that we do have are our 2-year instrumentation technician program and also our 2-year technician for welding and our 3-year technologist. These are all great programs if you have students that are really good in math and physics. Most of our grads coming out of there, both programs are making $100,000 a year out of school. So sometimes I think some of the best things to tell guidance counselor and parents are actually numbers. And when they can hear that students can do a program in 2 years or 3 years and make $100,000 out of school, it's great. If you talk to our coordinators from instrumentation and from our welding, you'll actually find that most of our students are getting job offers right out of school. Our welding technologists last year were getting 4 to 6 job offers right out of school. And the nice thing about that program, most of those people graduating for that program, they may never ever weld. They're going to be inspectors, they're going to be overseeing major projects, and we're quite well known across Canada and the world for our welding program. Instrumentation program, quite well known as well. If you talk to our coordinator, he'll actually post on his blackboard all the Sunshine List graduates. So last year we had over 40 graduates on the Sunshine List with the instrumentation, and one of them actually made $265,000.
Wow.
So there's great opportunities there. Our Haileybury campus is our home to our vet sciences, quite well known for our wildlife rehab program. We're the only school that has that program. And we also have the animal companion rehab program, so later on we can take care of Canadore's dog if it needs to come and get some rehab at our school. And new to Haileybury campus, we also have a residence. So if you have students that are looking to come north, we will have a residence opening up this fall, September 2013. Kirkland Lake campus, we have a brand new water treatment plant on the site. So students that will actually be doing the water treatment program, they'll actually get 3 semesters of on-campus hands-on, and then they'll get 3 semesters of co-op paid placement as well. And new to Kirkland Lake campus, we have a massage therapy 2-year compressed program starting this fall. So if you have students that are looking to go to massage therapy, we have that program too. Timmins campus, our Porcupine campus, home to our health sciences. We have the paramedic program that we offer every 2 years, but we do offer a paramedic bridge program. So if you have students that are looking at going to the paramedic bridge program, all they have to do is take a 1-year firefighting certificate program, and then they can take our bridge program, which is a 1 year, and they can be a firefighter, paramedic back to back. So it's great opportunities there for them. And we do have a burn building on site where they'll actually experience live burns. And we're really pushing the skilled trades and the technology. So we're pushing our mill writing programs, our mechanic programs, our heavy equipment programs. We just had Mike Holmes on the campus last month, and he was there to promote trades to our students across the region from grade 10 to grade 12. And we also had industry there as well. And industry really opened up the eyes to a lot of the students there, promoting, letting them know the salaries for apprentices starting at $60,000, and when they're done their apprenticeship that they'd be actually making around $90,000. And there's a real shortage across not just the north, but across the country. So great opportunities for sure. And we do have residents at all of our campuses, except for our Kirkland Lake campus, where it is a private residence. And just want to let you know as well that we offer any student from over 200 kilometers away, we'll give them $100 travel subsidy. So if you have students that want to come to the north, check out our schools, check out the campuses, we're more than willing to give them $100 to come see us as well. Thank you.
Wow. Great bonuses there. Thank you so much. Ray Escasa from Sioux College is going to talk about the new Student Health and Wellness Center.
Yes, thanks, Shireen. First of all, I wanted to start off by saying, as Canada's most famous astronaut tweeted from the International Space Station about a month ago, he said, with an accompanying picture of Sault Ste. Marie, he said, "Sault Ste. Marie, vital narrows that lead to Superior, home of Roberta Bondar and Sioux College." So we got a tweet from outer space in recognition from that, and hopefully to you guidance counselors here in the GTA, we'd like to get the word out about Sioux College as well. So Sault Ste. Marie, about a population of about 80,000 people at the hub of the Great Lakes. Our full-time student population at Sioux College is about 2,500 full-time students. So if you have a student that you feel would benefit from smaller college, more personal college, then Sioux College may be a viable option for you. With that being said, over the past 5 years, we have experienced about 32% growth in enrollment, but we always keep in mind while we're doing with our faculty and our services that we still have a personal touch with our students. 20% of our student population is of Aboriginal descent, so we do have lots of programming for Aboriginal students as well as services as well. And touching on what Shireen had mentioned, we do have a brand new $14 million health and wellness center that's going to be opening up in September of 2013. So a state-of-the-art facility. It'll be the new home of the Cougar athletic teams, indoor track, cardio weight room, studio, our student center, restaurant, pub. So a one-stop shop for all our students, and it's much needed on our campus. Admittedly, our old facilities were dated, and we're answering that bell and building a new one. So what else is new on campus? So as Ryan touched on before, our administration has made a conscious decision to address a really important issue these days in mental health. So we've established a mental health hub on campus, which will provide counseling, physician, psychological services, an elder in resident, and just mental health programming and services for those students in need. Program-wise, we offer about 80 different programs at the college. Our flagship programs are aviation, so we have a 3.5-year aviation program, and we have grads working for Air Canada, WestJet, Transat Airlines, Porter Airlines, Jazz. So we do develop some successful aviation grads, as well as natural environment programs, so anything in the adventure rec side of things, fish and wildlife and forestry. 2-year programs in all those fields, as well as a co-op placement. And as well, our Bachelor of Science in Nursing is very popular and becoming more popular among GTA students as well. We don't have a math component for that right now. We will in 2015, but right now we do not have a math prerequisite. We're also very excited to launch our digital film production program in September 2013. So it's going to be really unique to the North, focusing on film and television production. Students will cover the whole digital process from idea development to script writing to pre-production, post-production, and then distribution after. And our grads, hopefully, we will provide them with a demo reel, work experience, references, and broadcast and film festival credits. We do have some articulations, particularly with Algoma University in Sault Ste. Marie. So, for example, you could do a 3-year CYW diploma at Sioux College, and in 1 year, go to Algoma and have a 4-year psychology degree. As well, we have an articulation with Lake State, which is right across the border in Sioux, Michigan. 2 years in liberal arts at Sioux College, followed by 3 years at Lake Superior State, and you can be certified to teach both in Ontario as well as in Michigan. We do have residents on campus, 155 beds available. We do have guaranteed acceptance if you have any Crown Ward students in your care. Looks like I'm running out of time, but I just want to thank everyone for sticking around for the North, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Some really exciting things happening, and really unique things that you seem to be committed to in your colleges, which is amazing. Laurie Coughlin is from OntarioColleges.ca, the last person to speak on our panel, and to tell us about what's new. I think everyone is interested in knowing that.
Great. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. The first thing I'd like to mention, of course, is that the application fee for next year has not changed, and it will continue to be $95. You'll notice in the guidebook that the online order system has been available since the 1st of May. We moved it up a month, and we encourage you to go online and order your publications for next year. One less thing that you have to worry about for September. Also, the current publications are still available, so if you need any more publications, by all means log in. We invite you to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We have staff at OCAS that are dedicated to following these two applications and answering questions from applicants. There's a lot of good information, including the CIP schedule available, so again, encourage you to go online. We've been working very steadily and making very good progress at signing up the district school boards on the ETMS solution. And for those of you that may not know, the ETMS solution is something that allows your former high school students, when they're applying, to order their high school transcript online. We have 50 boards so far that are signed up, and since September we have processed over 30,000 transcripts through the ETMS system. The benefit is, of course, that the colleges are receiving the transcripts far faster, a matter of days instead of a matter of weeks. The other thing I would like to mention is if you have any concerns about ordering publications, there's always the publications at OCAS email that you can contact. If you have any questions about student information or student applications, you can certainly reach us at service@ocas. And the last thing I'd like to mention is the important dates. They are now posted on our website for 2014. I would encourage you to check them periodically. They don't usually change, but on the off chance that there is a change, it would be posted to the website. So they are located on the resource page on the ocas.ca website. And actually, one last thing, you would have noticed last fall that we launched a new ocas.ca website. We are also going to be launching a new OntarioColleges.ca website this fall, so please watch for the changes. What we are endeavoring to do is to update our websites to be AODA compliant, and for those of you that may not know, this is something for the visually and physically impaired. It's updating the website so that they can access the websites easier. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This brings us to our question and answer portion. If we have some questions from the audience for our panelists. Sure.
Yes, it's completely subsidized. So the flying time or the college tuition that you pay is covered in classroom theory as well as the flight time as well. So there's no extra fees. What you see is what you get for college tuition. Yep.
I'm not sure if everybody heard the question, but it was basically the reports, the applicant reports on the ocas.ca website are displaying your former students as well. We're aware of that. We're working to try and separate the applications. You will notice before too long that we're going to separate the application cycles when you're in the search attribute. Again, working on these are the things that with a new computer system, we've got some fine-tuning to do, and I assure you that we're working on trying to better it.
I think we have a question over here, yes?
I do, yes. Firstly, to Sarah and Ryan and Jarrett and Ray, you are worthy, your schools are worthy, and your programs are great. Thanks. Now, I do have to include that it is ironic that we have to travel the farthest. It's 1 degree up in our hometown of New Liskeard today, and we had snow last night. We texted the husbands to cover the plants. But in saying that as well, Lori, my question is to you. We do have, we host CIP each year, and I know in the front cover you've put that most schools attend, and due to the limitations on budgets or whatever for some of the schools, the rider down at the bottom, we don't have full attendance many years for our college information programs, and the students see that, and they get a message from that as well. But I'm just wondering, the university body that they organize their UIPs, do we have a body then for the college reps that are organizing that? I know the university reps, they have to sign a contract that says we will attend every UIP. And I'm just wondering if that's something you can bring back to the table when you're talking about College Information Day and attendance at it and the message it sends to the students that aren't getting the other stuff.
I think what I'll do is I'll pass it on to somebody on the panel, because the CIP event is something that is run strictly by the colleges. OCAS is just a vehicle for publishing the information, so I would prefer that one of these folks answer the question.
But that answers the question in itself, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all the colleges, like different from the universities, they don't have to sign a contract to be on the tour. So it'd be up to either their admissions department or their marketing department, whoever's in charge of their school. But schools that haven't been there, I would highly recommend contacting these schools and telling them that your students want to see these schools coming north and going to all the other areas as well.
Thanks, Jared.
Hi there. This question is directed to the Ontario colleges. We had a couple of international and visa students applying through the OCAS website. It's specifically fine, but there are some colleges requesting transcripts and OSSDs from schools when everything should be already uploaded on the website. Should this be happening?
Okay, I think I've got to let the colleges speak for themselves. We will expect that if you've got students that are attending your high school with international credentials, that they will, of course, apply through OCAS. We would also expect to receive their grades through one of your electronic submissions. So as far as the colleges requesting additional information, I think they each have to speak to that themselves.
Could you repeat the question again, please?
So basically, our international and visa students are being asked by certain colleges, none of whom are up here on this panel, by the way. They need to hand in their official transcripts as well as their OSSD, which is interesting because on your official transcript, there should be a checkbox that says you've successfully completed. Now, we were just wondering, because if these students are supposed to be applying through Ontario colleges, why are they being asked to provide an additional information that should already be expressed through Ontario colleges?
From Sue's perspective, I'm not 100% sure of the answer to that, but I do know that we have a growing population of international students at our college, and we're trying to pursue that in the future. And they work hand in hand with one individual in our registrar's office who would be able to better address that, the application process. And if you'd like to meet with me after, I can get you his name for sure.
I know that this actually came up at another dialogue, and we really didn't have an answer for it. But so what we recommend, we have an international recruitment department. If you want to contact the department or contact our admissions management, that'd be the best choice to do.
Basically the exact same.
That's not fair. We actually have a full-time international recruiter as well, so we have an international department you can contact. But the beauty of our schools in particular is we are smaller, so you can get that one-on-one, actually you can speak to somebody and they will deal with it on a case-by-case basis. So admissions office, again, international department, for sure.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I think we've heard it mentioned just a couple times today about various programs for prospective students to get to certain campuses. I know one gentleman on the panel addressed travel allowance. For everyone else on the panel, is there some sort of program that your institution has to help get potential students that are from the South up to visit campuses?
For Cambrian, we don't have anything in place. We do offer, I think it was Brad who was talking from Fanshawe earlier about if you wanted to do a bus, we would gladly pay for, a bus or a van or whatever it would be. If there's just a family that's coming to visit, we don't often offer any travel. We will probably do lunch with them or, something like that, but we don't have anything in place for individual tours at this time.
At Canadore, we don't have anything necessarily formally in place, but if the issue is that they can't afford the gas money to get up to see the school and they're interested in coming, we're going to try and arrange whatever we can to have them come and visit us. We buy them lunch too as well when they come for tours, in a lot of cases too as well. But we don't really have anything, a formalized subsidy available.
And at Northern, we do have that $100 travel subsidy. Just being a little further up, it's just a little more incentive to help out with gas, things like that. For our open house in Haileybury, we also have a subsidy for students wanting to go up for our open house as well.
At Sioux College, there's nothing formal as well, and no subsidy. But we did this year have a school, or about 5 or 6 students come up from Niagara area that came and we cover the cost for them in terms of gas. So it's just a case-by-case basis. If the need's there, we are willing to take a look at it and definitely welcome you to our college.
Hey, I just was wondering for the highly competitive, oversubscribed programs, my understanding is once you've made your selections, you create a wait list for students who have not then been accepted but could fill spots if acceptances to these offers of admission didn't come in. Is there any time when that wait list then gets reevaluated or restructured, like at midterm, when midterm marks come in for semester 2? Or is it, do you want students contacting the college admissions office to say, I didn't get in, am I on the wait list, how far down the wait list am I, can I change spots on the wait list if my midterm grades improve? That's the question I was just, because I know there's some of the aviation programs, for example, that we have kids interested in, and they're just wondering about that.
So for Sue, we keep in constant contact with our students on the wait list. Like right now, there's about 100 students on the wait list for our aviation program. So we do keep in contact with them, with our admissions officer. And being a small college, you can easily get a hold of them. And we don't mind at all if they would want to pick up the phone or send an email. We'll get back to them right away as to their status. I know going forward for them, it's hard to make that decision when you're waiting for one school, which is in Northern Ontario, and then hopefully getting into one here. So we don't mind at all if you contact us, and we try to keep in as much contact as possible as well.
For Northern College, our wait list would probably be quite short for our vet sciences, for our nursing, things like that. But like students would be notified where they are on that wait list. They'd always be updated, and they're always free to call our admissions department to find out. And students, like this has come up in the past over the last couple dialogue sessions, and just want to let you know that our students that are applying and that are taking that second semester credit that isn't there, as long as we have proof that they're enrolled at Northern, we'll give them a conditional offer.
At Canadore, for the waitlisted programs, our waitlists fluctuate quite a bit. So as students are on waitlists in a lot of cases, or if a student confirms an offer to another college, the waitlist starts to shrink. Our wait lists are, for our higher numbered wait lists are probably in the hundreds as opposed to the thousands. So like mentioned, we don't have really huge wait lists. And again, the same type of concept that if a student has a second or a prereq course in second semester, we'll give them a base mark to make them eligible for the program so that we can give them a conditional offer to the program. And if they meet all the other criteria, then they could have their full offer once they're done their second semester.
Basically, same thing for Cambrian. All of our limited enrollment programs are listed in the dialogue book as well as the view book, and we actually provided the benchmark grades, how many people applied and all of that, just so you can help and you can show your students what the reality is. Even at a northern school, there are still wait lists. And for us, for our pre-health, for our health science programs and our trades programs, if you are on a wait list for, say, power line technician or something like that, we automatically will offer the pre-trades, or if you're going for ultrasound, we automatically will offer the pre-health. So the students will have an automatic alternate offer, and they don't even have to apply for it. We kind of give it to them as a free bonus program that we will obviously give it to them. And the same thing for us, if they can prove that they are taking a prereq in the second semester, we will give them a conditional offer. So.
And just as a follow-up, if they are on that wait list and they've been given that provisional 50 or whatever just to see if they would make it and they don't make it, when their new mark comes in at midterm and let's say it ends up being a fantastic mark of 80 or 90 or something like that, is there an opportunity on that wait list for them to change position though? Or once they're ranked initially, is that where they stand on the wait list and then they're just looked at that? Or when a new mark comes in at midterm, could they get re-ranked and move higher up on a wait list?
So you're asking, do we look at midterm marks? Is that the...
Yeah, just for the waitlist kids. I understand like you're making decisions as things go along early for that earlier cutoff, and then offers go out. But then for all those students that are on the wait list that maybe are having that course in semester 2, now the midterm mark comes in April. There still may be opportunities to get in, to that program if people don't accept those offers of admission. Do you re-rank them on that wait list, or are they, if they're stuck at spot 100 on the wait list because they were given that provisional 50 or 60, now that they have an 80 or 90, do they have a chance to move up to maybe spot 20 on the wait list?
Our wait list would be basically structured, like at Canada, anyways, our wait list would be structured basically, so we would need final marks. So if they were a midterm mark, like we'll look at a grade 11, we'll give them a conditional offer based on a score that we can put in to make them eligible for the program. We'll try and benefit the student as much as possible, but we don't look at midterm marks in terms of ranking on the wait list. We look at final marks. So I guess a short answer to your question would be, if a midterm mark came in, it wouldn't change their spot on the wait list. If a final mark came in, it could change their mark on the wait list.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same for everybody.
We're going to go over here to this question, and it's going to be our last question, I'm sorry.
Just wondering if we can procure other copies of the book. There are counselors that couldn't come today, and I didn't see any extra copies of the dialogue book. Are there other copies available?
I think that's something that Sheridan could answer for you.
Copies of the dialogue book, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it is on the Ontario College's website. There's PDFs of all the entire booklet. We printed 500 for this event and thought we were covered with 390 participants, but obviously we underestimated the number that are being taken away. So we have given out all the books that we have in hard copy, but you're welcome to print the PDFs on Ontario Colleges.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think this concludes our panelists. Thank you so much for your information and answers. And